afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to the NGT series, brought to you by GTSRL. Round 5 here at Alsace. Village 2 reverse. Just going through a stock check right now, and then we'll be getting started very soon. Looks like it's pretty much good to go. We're gonna get started with qualifying here very soon. We got a few shakeups in the drivers today, a couple reserves, a couple extra guys coming in to field out some drivers on the main team that couldn't make it today. So, for example, Lana-chan will be a reserve driver for Panasonic Subaru. For the most part, I think everybody else is out here. That's supposed to be out here is here. So I'm taking a look. Should be the start of qualifying right now. Thanks, Luke, for the host. Blue Gus out here first. The red line right there, right behind him. Olaf. The Red Bull Hyundai. Hello, Dodge Virgin Racing. Riot as well in the Parmalat Mercedes. Chucky. The Monster McLaren. Lana in the Panasonic Subaru. And then Heathfield in Team Jaguar. Got IRS Doritos Mazda, and then Tokyo as well in the pits right now for Doritos Mazda. A couple guys are still there on their out lap, just getting through it. Well, it's not just in that long of a track, but looks like we're racing here at night. During the main GTSRL series, we're always in the daytime, so this will be another night race for NGT. I think our last one was at Tokyo. Setup for today. So we got 15 laps plus another lap for the pace car lap. If this is your first time watching, the way NGT works is that we have one pace car lap to get the cars all the way around. And once the pace car enters the pits, the race is free. 6 times fuel wear, 7 times tire wear. And again, it's another night race. So we got 15 minutes of qualifying so far, so we'll go ahead and take a sit. Go on board with Blue Ghost right here as he makes his way down the second sector, the sweeping corner. Really important that you maintain as much speed as you can. Small braking opportunity, quick right. Down into the hill, then use the uphill to give your car enough grip to push yourself right out there. Power out into the straight, quick left. Line up here, good overtaking opportunity. You can get in that inside line and steal that apex away. You can walk away with a pretty good exit. The little dip in the corner can help the car regain its composure. The sweeping area here, pretty easy to go 2 wide, almost 3 wide. Also very easy to understeer due to the banking of the turn. Braking opportunity over here. Another place where you can make an overtaking opportunity. So you want to try and maximize your racing line there. And here you just want to settle up. Drafting. Get yourself ready for that final corner. Big braking into this apex, left turn. Downhill. You can lose a lot of speed, a lot of grip as you're going down the hill. Get on the power as early as you can. Power down that main straight. 156 on the board. Red line clocks it as well. So we got a red line already up. 153. 155 for Red Bull by Olaf. Ooh, Elo comes in there. 153.7. So they'll take Redline to town with that. Nice little snipe there. Redline's right now sitting in P2. A couple more guys coming in. Let's see where Chucky finishes up. 158. Currently bottom of the leaderboard. Lana coming across this lap. He's got greens all around. Not quite purples. 154. So I'll slide him up a little bit. That's about 4th position. Heathfield as well coming in. And I'm sitting there at like 155, so around the middle position there. IRS 154.4. It's good. Slides him right behind Lana, and then Tokyo. I think he's on his out lap. Yeah, he's starting his main right now. So right now, right at the top of the leaderboard. That's the 153 to start off qualifying. And Elo in the Dodge Virgin Racing. The 153.7. Redline in 3rd. That's 1st and 3rd for the Team Mercedes there. It's been great positioning. The 153.7. Lana. Good work for Team Panasonic, trying to score some good points for them as a reserve driver. 154.3. IRS, Doritos Mazda, 154.4. Currently as it stands. And Olaf, 155.3. Nick Highfield, 155.9 for Team Jaguar. And then his teammate right behind him at 156.7. Getting some fresh tires already, that was fast. Chuggy, 158. Tokyo on there as well. So a couple guys going to the pits. Remember the fuel and tire wear is 6 and 7. 6 times fuel, 7 times tire wear, so it will be pretty rough on the tires. A lot of the banking will definitely chew away at those tires very aggressively, so you have to be pretty careful as you navigate this circuit here. Gran Turismo always does this thing when I shoot for PlayStation 4 where it never sets the right game. Because it doesn't exist in Switch's system. Kind of wish they'd fix that. There we go. Alright, now we're good. As I wait for it to kick in. About 6.5, 6 and some change minutes through qualifying so far. It doesn't seem like the times have changed too much. Kind of looks like these guys have an outlap, a flyer, and then they'll probably pit again. Change tires, another outlap, and then another flyer. So most of these guys right now doing their 2nd outlap on fresh tires. Lighter car as well. Get those tires up to temperature, warm them up. Don't want to burn them too much to get started. And eventually we'll get rolling here. 7 minutes down in qualifying, 15 minutes of qualifying in total. There's a timer at the bottom left of the screen to take a look. Times right here. See, he's cleaning up right there. Go take a look at Redline. Also on his outlap as well. So yeah, a lot of these guys came in to take fresh tires. Tires will be rough. I can see probably 2 stops this race. I don't think anybody's gonna be crazy enough to go for a 1 stop. I think we might see 2 stops. I think that's the safe bet. It's from my big brain. Finished up with his outlap. Right. As well finishing up his outlap. So we got IRS on the flyer. Taking a look at his tires there. A little bit shot. He slides out of the little bowl there. I'll have to come up with corner names on the fly. We'll figure them out. You and me, chat. Chateau de Balts. The Barrett Straight. The Chateau Barrett Straight. Down the hill, into the hairpin. Currently on 153 to beat. He won't get it. Definitely lost some time on those tires, and I guess he made a couple too many mistakes there as well. Look at Elo on a flyer right now. It's a purple. Sector 2, Sector 1. These laps aren't that short. 2-minute laps, to be fair. It'll be interesting to see how race pace holds up, how close these guys can stay up with each other. As we look at these splits right now, they're all about like 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Oh shoot, Tokyo with the second place snipe, plopping down Elo, splitting up that pack a little bit more between Riot and Redline. So now it'll be first and fourth as they start in, as it stands. So some time left in qualifying. Alright, shutting down in 6th position. It's a teammate there for Team Doritos Mazda. 10 minutes of qualifying so far. Looks like we got a yellow on the flag. Be careful, guys. Somebody spun out. So far, no changes. Riot with a new fastest lap of 152. Taking a look at the times real quick again. A couple personal bests out there. Nothing crazy. Olaf, where will you end up? 152, 155, 1. So not much of a change. Position. What's up, 5 Signs? Welcome to the stream. Tokyo as well, still sitting at a 3rd position there. Got Chuggy in, see if he can improve his time a little bit. Go ahead and go on board with Chuggy. Oh, he's on a yellow. Oh, never mind. I think he's just content. 4 minutes left in qualifying so far still. So a couple more guys out there. Take a peek at Redline. Cruising his way through Sector 2 right now. So he is an outlap out, so he finishes his outlap and then he'll have 1 flyer and he can try to close that up. But he's done the job of Riot and Redline, taking that 1 and 2 spot again. So it's massive, massive potential points for the team. Considering their strategy holdups, they don't get into a tussle after, turn 1. To see how good their launch is after the pace car comes in. But those two are like within spitting distance of each other. Hopefully they don't duel out too much and focus on that teammates championship. And again, you don't want to be Valtteri Bottas. You want to be able to push your teammate, make him better. Coming around the final hairpin as well. He's on a flyer, but no, never mind. He's out of fuel. Crashes into the pits. Oof. I don't know if reversing is the right move there, Chief. That's unfortunate. About 3 and some change minutes left in qualifying. You guys aren't out there. If you're not on the on an outlap right about, or if you're not finished with your outlap right about now, you're almost out of time, to be fair. So it'll be tight. It'll be tight. Lana's pretty content with where he is. He's currently starting at 5th position. IRS, I think he's done as well. Sticking with 6. Olaf. Seems like he's on a flyer, but he's down on some time there. Heathfield. Got Blue Ghost as well, the teammate. Currently sitting in 8th and 9th position for the race. Kaladin on track right now, doing what he can, and then chugging in the back. We'll go on board with Riot a little bit. Super low fuel, so the car is very, very light. Tires are a bit shot, so definitely lose some time out here. Trying to keep that up. Redline shouldn't be that far off. Redline's probably better. It's a better chance to score a decent lap time here. It really, really cements his place. LL is also going to be one to watch. So see where he lines up. 1 minute left in qualifying here. He's on a flyer. 154, not enough. 2 minutes down on time, so he'll be done. That's it for him. LO's content. Tokyo with his tires shot, so he's definitely not on the fastest lap. I'll probably cement him in his place. Yep, Lana is safe. IRS coming around through sector 2. Sitting on racing mediums. Qualifying on racing mediums, huh? How about that? So he's a second and a half off. So that's pretty much it for him as well, I'd say. Okay, I'd feel just cruising as well. And that's it. That's qualifying done. The grid will be set. Got one more guy rolling around on the track, Kaladin. So yeah, currently as it stands, Riot will take P1, so congratulations to Riot. We got Redline, the teammate, in P2. So congratulations to Team Parliament Mercedes for that wonderful 1-2 performance. Just like your F1 brethren. Elo and Dodge Virgin Racing over here and sitting in P3, so congrats to him. I don't see his teammate on the race though, so that's unfortunate. He can score good points for the Drivers' Championship, provided he hangs on. Tokyo, Team Doritos Mazda, P4, Lonatron, reserve driver for Panasonic Subaru, sitting up there at P5, IRS, P6, Team Doritos Mazda. So those two will start pretty much bumper to bumper from each other. Heathfield and Blue Ghost taking 7 and 8 for Team Jaguar, HBSC. And then we got Kaladin and Olaf rounding out the rest of the group. I think Olaf's a little bit higher up. I think he's P7, and then like Heathfield and Blue Ghost are P8 and P9. Yep, there we go. That's right. Yeah, and Chuggy rounds out the group at P11 for Team Monster McLaren. So that is your standings there, chat. Again, 15 laps plus 1 pace car lap, so hopefully it will give us some pretty good racing. We get some pretty good racing. Alsace is a very demanding track on the tires. A lot of curves, a lot of camber, a lot of elevation changes and downhills and uphills. Can really put a lot of stress on the tires. You got to be real careful. Tire management is going to be very, very key. Okay, in a minute we'll get the lobby set. We're going to get in this lobby set and then we'll be good to go here soon, ladies and gentlemen, once we get the A-OK from race control. We'll get started with the event. This is round 5 of the GTSRL NGT Nitroglycerin Tournament. Round 5 here at Alsace Village 2. This is the reverse circuit of Alsace. 6 times tire wear, 7 times fuel. That's correct. 15 laps. Plus 1 pace car. Again, tire management will be super key, especially on a racetrack like this with a lot of changes in elevation, sudden changes in elevation, curves, etc., etc. Still waiting on a couple things, guys. Just hold tight. Alright, I think we're gonna get underway here soon. Yep, here we go, Chet, get hype. This is it. Round 5, GTSRL NGT at Osage Village 2. One pace car lap, 15 laps on the board. Here we go. Alright, here we go. Start of the pace car lap here. We're going to get the pace car lap underway. Once the lap is done, the pace car enters the pits. Drivers are free to move. Kaladin is stuck on the grid again, unfortunate. So we go through this small SS section right here. Very tight line, very hard to overtake. Very important that you keep your speed up the entire thing. Also very easy to crash. Very easy to crash there. So you have to be super careful and just go in one by one through that little SS section. Over this downhill, big braking zone, very heavy on the fronts. Into this corner here. Simple left-hander using the apex to get a lot of grip through. Into the hairpin as well. You want to hit that apex. Using the camber of the track to give you enough grip on the way and the exit out. Again, falling into this more flat corner here, post apex. Staying flat right here through this midsection. Into the fake carousel. The pseudo coaster, as we call it. Sticking as much as you can to the inside line. Then we get into more of the overtaking opportunities over here, places where people can make passes. Hard braking, hit the apex to get the car right in there and get it planted. Bit of a fast kink there, into this hard braking opportunity. Another place where people can pass. And we start into the start of the final sector, where even more overtaking opportunities exist. Into the mini coaster. This long sweeping sector. Again, hard braking into this deep corner, big camber, so watch the tires as well. Tire wear is going to be used up a little bit more aggressively there, especially if you're going for that overtake. Down into the Chateau straight for the final area. I don't know why you're dodging and weaving so much, but okay. Down to the Chateau straight into the final hairpin. Again, weird camber corner. Pace car is out. Riot leads the race. So far, so good. Everybody's getting through pretty okay. Ella makes it through Tokyo. Lana getting backed up a little bit. Bit of traffic there, up there in the back as Heathfield hits the wall a little bit. Blue goes right there behind him, and Chucky's also right there in the back of the pack. So that lines that up. Down into the heavy braking zone. Riot still maintaining his lead very well. Almost building up about a full second up. The rest of these guys, Redline sticking close to his teammate. Elo under a little bit of pressure from Tokyo, and Lana. As his pack starts to form in the back over here. They're staying pretty relatively close to each other. We'll stick up with the front for now. Riot again pulling out a full-blown 1 second lead already at the start of this race. So it looks like he'll be okay pretty much for the rest of the way out. And Redline isn't too far off. Going a little bit wide out there, allowing Ella to catch up a little bit more. So it's a Redline here to defend his teammate a little bit, as well as try and make up some space. He's on a twofold attack right there, man. It's a lot of work there for one guy after one lap. But yeah, we'll have to look at Ella, see if he can make a move out here sooner or later. Gotta get track position as early as possible because he's already under threat from Tokyo. Gets the rear quarter panel of his car. Tokyo looks towards the inside aggressively. Gets the hook, but not the exit. Elo gets the grittier exit, and he's able to like stave off Tokyo just enough. Gets still pretty close. Dropping him down, Chateau Main. Tokyo again looks towards the inside. Elo looks towards the inside. Both doors shut, front and back. Lines himself up. Redline hits the grass a little bit on the way out. There's that train there. On towards the back of the pack. Heathfield under threat from Olaf. Breaking up that pack right there. Looks like Olaf fell back in position. He's now looking to fight for it back. Sticking up here with this main battle between Tokyo and Elo. Lana not that far off behind. Lana looking a little bit towards the inside. Decides to back off pretty early. Doesn't want to commit just that soon. Tokyo taking a lot of looks at Ella right now. Left, right, inside, outside. Can't find a position, can't find some place to make the move. Ella going super wide on carousel. Tokyo takes the more inside line there. Lana follows suit. Still pretty close, about half a second. Again, Tokyo just letting Elo know that he's like right there. Looking towards the outside again as this pack begins to tighten up here into this hard braking zone. So with Elo finally into the lead, Redline falling back a position, now under threat from Tokyo. So good stuff by Elo, finally getting past Redline, putting him under even more pressure as Riot just scampers off. Tokyo looks to the inside on Redline, bumps him out just enough to make it safe, but and it definitely throws off Redline's exit. And Tokyo will slip into third, beginning his charge back onto Elo. Taking a look here, Lana and Redline right now side by side. Lana with the inside line, falls back right behind him. Look towards the outside, no position there. Slot himself right back in, goes for the switchback. Wasn't enough. Can't get the run on him. Will have to concede that position as they go into the chicane. Another chicane of death. Gran Turismo making like a lot of these super tight chicanes on their imaginary tracks. So that red line scampers off just enough Taking a look at the middle of the pack. Look, the middle of the pack is like really opened up a lot now. Olaf is looking up here to Blue Ghosts. Taking about a little over half a second from Blue Ghost, so no real threat to him right now. Blue Ghost about 1.6 seconds off from his teammate Heathfield, so definitely lost out a lot of pace there. Heathfield is also they're on similar strategies for the most part. Blue Ghost is a little bit better on fuel with some short shifting. So we're doing a good job there. IRS viewing the battle between Redline and Lanatron from a distance. Lanatron, the reserve driver for Panasonic Subaru, looking to score some points for that team. Takes to the outside of Redline. He's looking for it. So Redline's qualifying pace not up to his actual race pace. Loses out to another position on, so Lana will take that position very easily, sliding himself up to 4th, but with a huge 1.4 second gap from the rest of these guys between Elo and Tokyo, who have just caught up to each other. It's going to be a lot of work for Lana to catch up. Tokyo looking towards the inside, tries to back off again. So goes into the final corner there. Elo doing a great job defending. Elo spins or slides a little bit too much. Tokyo's going to look for the run, not enough speed as they enter into chicane for lap 5. Lap 5 already, that's fast. Definitely going to be a one-stopper here. Question is when there. When? Tokyo will have to stave off a sector before he looks for that assault again. Sector 3 is definitely the area where you want to start making moves. Track is a little bit more wider. There's a lot more braking opportunities for you to dive in there. Speaking of making moves, Lana already closing that gap up with that free track behind him. Now that he has successfully cleared Redline, bringing that gap down even more as Elo and Tokyo continue to battle it out. Elo forced to take these defensive lines to just stave off Tokyo's attack because he knows Tokyo will take that inside route if he sees the space there. Going through this fast bend right here, Tokyo is right there, bumper to bumper. Lana back up into this fight, turning into a 3-way dogfight. Ooh, Tokyo a little bit wide on the exit there, allowing Lana to scamper up a little bit. He's looking towards the inside, but decides to stick with the draft. So they'll stay right there with him. There's definitely other battles going on, but I don't want to miss this overtake. Tokyo again looking for some kind of opportunity to overtake. Looks towards the outside. Elo defends again. Cuts back to the inside. Looks for it. Brake braking. Takes the inside corner. Beautiful pass by Tokyo. Finally gets what he needs. Elo a little bit frazzled there. Almost going 3 wide into chicane. Lanatron again forced to back off just at the nick of time. Otherwise that would have been a terrible, terrible accident for all of these guys. It's a good pass by Tokyo. Lana a little bit squirrely on the way out. And it's again. Lana's looking to pass up again on Elo. Taking a look at Elo's condition right now. He's a little bit low on fuel, about a quarter tank. Those racing mediums are doing a pretty good job of holding up. And Elo again forcing himself to take a lot of these defensive lines that he staves up attack from now Lanatron. Outside Elo again, super defensive line. Tokyo super wide, hits the wall, falls down 2 positions. Elo will sweep back into P2, Lana into P3. Tokyo just close enough to continue the fight. Unfortunate accident there by him. Super exciting stuff. Looks like Chucky fell back a little bit too much there. I guess he got a spin. So he's pretty far back. Look at the rest of these guys. I think the field has opened up a lot. Blue Ghost a lot of threat under a lot of pressure right now from Olaf of Red Bull Hyundai. So far, so good. He's got to do everything he can to regain his composure. Look at his tires. They're pretty shot, but he still has a lot of fuel left over. Not sure when he's going to go for the pit. Look at Riot for there to set the pace on that. Feeling that Riot will be one of the first guys to pit. Elo again. Super defensive line. Blinkers are on. Dives into the pits. All of them. Tokyo, Elo, Lana, Riot. Squeezing it up in there for fuel. Looks like Redline and IRS will stay out. So IRS will take the provisional lead. With IRS, the other member of Team Doritos Mazda, right there behind him. Riot slots out. Tokyo right there next to him. So Tokyo taking... It's like a Riot took about 3/4 of a tank. Tokyo taking a little bit less tank, less fuel, so he can stay within the fight. I think he should have enough to make it all the way to the end. Olaf currently sitting in 5th position, yet to pit with Lana-chan pretty far back from these two top guys, so we'll have to see what he does. And then Elo behind Lana, so it looks like Lana got the jump on him in the pits there. Elo did burn a lot of fuel. That Viper is very thirsty, so he has a lot of work cut up for him to try and claim that position back. Blue Ghost is back there with his teammate right there behind him. Both of them went into the pits. Looks like Chucky has left the building. So right now, taking a look at this battle over here. Redline, IRS. Mercedes versus Mazda again on the grid. IRS looking towards the inside a little bit. He got super close. There it is, that inside line dive. This red line takes a more wider line outside. And looks like they both got a pretty good exit there, so they'll stay bumper to bumper in this fast section. Set himself up for the draft. What kind of line will Redline take? He has to kind of go a little bit defensive there, or will he stick with his racing line? IRS backs off pretty early, giving lots of space for Redline. Hoping to get a good capitalization there on that exit, but nothing done. Again, they'll stay out for another lap. These two guys looking back. Riot has cleared away from Tokyo. Tokyo will be back by a good 1.5 seconds as Riot begins his charge up to these other two guys who have yet to hit still. Lana about 2 seconds out front and back, so a lot of clear tracking between them. So we have Olaf and Elo dueling here. Elo doesn't have to duel Olaf that aggressively, but he might want to just to go ahead and reclaim the track position as he makes up that space. He has to start making his charge up there for Lana-chan to try and reclaim points for his team for that driver's championship. It's like Riot has clawed his way all the way back up into first. No need to wait for the pit stop. He'll just take it himself. Red line as well. Being passed up by Tokyo. And then here comes Lana-chan coming up to IRS right now. Lana doing great work for Team Panasonic Subaru. Makes the inside line dive. Great pass, easy pass by Lana-chan. He looks towards red line next. Peeps towards the inside. He's got the grip for it. Just barely secures the pass there, but he has to see the outside line. Red line concedes the position. Lana will scamper away. Red line and IRS still have to pit. Elo is a good chunk of time back, so no real threat there for Lana. I believe that's a red line and IRS into the pits there. So Elo about 2 seconds off from Lana. And that clears out that entire field pretty well. It's like a Riot slowed down a little bit, allowing Tokyo to start his charge back up to him. So these two will again battle for the lead. It's like Olaf as well is into the pits. And that should be everybody. So we have IRS and Redline 6th and 7th right now. Olaf in 9th. Or, yeah, IRS in 6th and 7th. IRS in 6th, Redline in 7th. Heathfield in 5th, so that undercut worked out in his favor. Putting him higher up in the positions, that's good, but he still has to stay off the threat from IRS. Coming back up to the front of the pack. Lana still about 3 seconds off from this main 1-2 battle right here, but Ride definitely has his work cut out for him. He needs to stave off Tokyo. Two of them have really, really good pace. Ride with a 154.3, Tokyo's at 155s. Currently on track for a new purple as well. A little over halfway through the race. These guys should be able to make it, I'd say. We'll have to see. It'll be super tight if they make it all the way. They'll be very, very low on fuel. And it'll be a rough one. So 2 stops is what it's looking like. Guess my original prediction might have been correct. But let's see. Fuel being the real limiting factor here, ladies and gentlemen. No real change of position from these 2 guys so far. Lana's still pretty far back. Elo about almost 4 seconds off from Lana, so it'll be hard for him to make a comeback there as he tries to take that 3rd position away from Lana. 21 seconds off from the rest of the group. The group has definitely opened up a lot. We got Nick Heathfield against IRS. See Internal Revenue Service right there breathing down your neck. You better be careful. Did you pay your taxes today? Going down here, down this hill, big braking opportunity. Super hard on the tires again. Still about half a second off, so no real overtaking opportunity. He has to get a really good exit here through Carousel. Set himself up for the next corner. Heathfield has to go wide, and IRS has to take that inside line for IRS to have a chance. It's like Heathfield takes the... Oh, Heathfield, a little bit of understeer, super a lot of understeer. Guess he also got the bump there from Heathfield. So IRS will back off a little bit, give him some space. IRS got a little bit too aggressive there. A little bit of rubbing there caused him to have to slow down a little bit. This also brings Redline into the equation. Still a little under a second down. Oop, a little bit of a slide as he goes through that corner. Redline will swoop in into 6th place. So Redline doing what he can to make up positions to score points for the team. He's got a lot of work cut out for him. Going back up to this fight, Lana about a second off. I want to be able to say, like, yeah, 1.2 seconds, 1.3 seconds separates these 3 guys or so. So they're all within viewing distance, but it'll be rough to make it all the way to the end of the race on this setup. Taking a look at the fuel tire situation right here. Ride's tires are definitely in better shape, but he'll probably have to take a pit stop. That fuel there is really eating away. We got Tokyo as well. Tokyo could benefit from 1 more lap out, or he could take the fuel in with Riot and take less fuel for the end of the race, resulting in a quicker pit stop and an overtaking the pits, which would put him in great position for the lead. We all know Tokyo does have the pace. Lana is low on fuel, so we'll have to pit. So where will he fall in contention to Elo, who 8 seconds off is also low on fuel. These guys will have to pit 1 more time for this pit stop. So take a look at Lana here as he starts to make his run on Tokyo. Lana definitely could benefit from getting into the pit lane first. bit of an edge, because he will lose time there due to the amount of fuel that he has to take to get to the end of the race. But Tokyo has lost a lot of time on Riot, so Riot will definitely get out of the pits first. I believe he's heading in. Yep, there he goes with Riot. Tokyo and Lana getting in as well. Both of them super low on fuel. Elo into the pits as well. One left. Tokyo out of the pits. And he's first out with Riot in second. So Tokyo with the overtake on the pits. Huge. Huge by Tokyo. Riot is now 2 seconds off, and he has to do everything he can. He has to turn on qualifying mode in order if he's going to catch up to Tokyo. Ooh, Tokyo with a bit of a spin on the way out. Riot with a way better exit. I'll start that charge there easily. Lana is about 4 seconds off, and we have a little bit of a battle forming here between Elo and IRS. IRS, I believe, has to. No, I think IRS can make it all the way. Elo coming out of the pits in fifth, with Redline a bit farther back as well. Redline, I think, is also set to make it all the way to the end of this race. So it really was the top 4 guys on the more aggressive two-stop strategy, with the mid-tier guys, Elo, IRS, and Redline on that one-stopper. Actually, Elo was on the two-stop, sorry about that. So Redline and IRS on that one-stop strategy. Ooh, a bit of a yellow there. It's like Tokyo spun out. Not sure what happened there. We'll have to check the replay for that. That's unfortunate. That throws that whole race out the window. Must have been a driver error. That allows Riot a very clear track. 4 laps to go. 4 seconds up on Lana. To take P1 so far. Lana as well, doing a great job. As a reserve driver to Panasonic Subaru. Sitting here in P2. 6 seconds up from Tokyo, who got an unfortunate spin. Currently in P3. Got a little bit of a battle forward here with Elo and Redline duking it out. Elo on the fresher setup. Tires are now fully warm after that outlap. Redline on his tires at a little bit more chewed, a little bit of a lighter car due to that less fuel in the tank. So it really is a slugfest down to the end of the race here. Elo being the faster driver on the faster setup as well. He filled with the late pit stop. Kind of forced into that window there. So Elo starting to really open up that gap now. 1.4 seconds out. Still really far away from Tokyo, so the gap has really opened up a lot. But I should make it all the way to the end of this race pretty easily. Taking a look up here. Elo started his charge on Tokyo. Already closing down to about 0.6 of a second. One more battle here before the race is over, ladies and gentlemen. Lana's doing a pretty decent job of catching up to Riot, but he's still about 2.5 seconds off, so it'll be super tight. Riot will have to force some kind of mistake there for Lana to really give him a run for his money. Tokyo, however, is doing a pretty good job of staving off Elo in Dodge version racing. Meanwhile, the back of the pack over here, Redline super close with IRS right now. IRS, super wide outside line there. So that will not be a passing opportunity there. Redline will scamper away with that racing line. Goes to the chicane, heavy braking. IRS's best interest to stay as close as possible. Yeah, so far no change. It's like Tokyo still ahead of Elo. Not that far off. He's closing the gap aggressively too. Move really wide on the carousel there. He's definitely on pace to stick with him. So Tokyo definitely forced to take these more defensive approaches. Every time Elo gets within about half a second from him, Tokyo can just force that defensive line. Tokyo into the grass as well. Ooh, almost busts into Elo. Elo with a fantastic save, avoiding accident there. Almost could have gotten the pass as well, but wasn't ready for it. I don't think anybody was really ready for it. And Tokyo with a little bit of a slide out there. That'll give Elo the starting run. As we look up here, Lana has really closed the gap down, getting the new fastest lap. 1:53. That's crazy, dude. So Lana finally closing that gap down all the way to about less than a second. And with one lap left to go, he can definitely make a move on Ride at some point this race. So we'll have to keep an eye on that battle on Tokyo as well. Saying, well, pretty well under pressure right now. Elo's still giving him everything he's got. He's throwing the gauntlet at him. We got this battle here, Redline, IRS. IRS still looking for that pass. Those tires are degrading very fast. Olaf in clear air. Heathfield as well is in super clear air as well, so there's no problems to worry about him. And the Blue Ghost rounding out the rest of the grid there. Taking a look back at this front performance. Lana down to 2/10, going to this hard-braking corner. A little bit of a bump draft there. Just goes into like a bumper kiss there. Goes to that hard-braking turn. Still right, about a half a second up. Lana gets a really good exit out of there. Closes that gap up down even more into this more fast bit. Lana is looking for something. He sees the inside line, decides to back off again. This is not time yet. Set himself up for the final lap, really make a move there. Tokyo's still about 6/10 up from Elo. And then Redline still ahead of IRS. So this is it, ladies and gentlemen, final lap of the race. Will Lana be able to get the pass on Riot? Will Tokyo get the pass? Will Elo get the pass on Tokyo? Will IRS get the pass on Redline? These questions will be answered and more in the next 2 minutes. Huge braking. Being right under a lot of pressure. Again, Riot forced to that defensive line. Lana is on the racing sauce, but his tires have degraded a lot more than Riot's, who's sitting on racing mediums. Riot understeer, a little bit wide out there in the corner. Lana looks towards the inside. He's closed within a wheel. Stays towards the outside, gives up a little bit of space as he falls in through this corner. Again, another touch. Just letting him know that he's there. Lana looking again towards the outside. Tries to cut back. Not enough of a run. Again, Riot defends that whole line. Looks towards the outside again. Riot ducks in towards the inside. He's doing everything he can to defend from Lana. Lana here putting on a show for Team Panasonic Subaru. They must be jumping under their feet right now. IRS has finally gotten past Redline. He's going to get past during that last braking point there. So Redline will take that position. Coming down to this final turn. It's not enough. What a huge battle between those two. That was crazy to watch. It's like the gap has opened up a lot between Tokyo and Elo. So Tokyo will come in. Know what happened there, we'll have to see. Tokyo a little bit of a swiggle on the way up, but it'll secure P3. Congrats to Tokyo. Elo coming down through the final sector there. Take P4 for Team Dodge. IRS coming across. Finally getting the pass on Redline, so that's good stuff by him. Redline is out of fuel, but takes P6. Just barely away from Olaf. Olaf saw that in sight, just couldn't grab it. Heathfield in 8th, and Blue Ghost finally across the line there. And that's the race, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations to Riot, Lana, and Tokyo. Congratulations to Team Mercedes as well. And there you have it. There, ladies and gentlemen. Round 5 done and dusted. Riot is the winner. Congratulations to Riot. Lanatron, P2. Great points for Team Panasonic Subaru. Tokyo, P3. Great points for Team Doritos Mazda. Elo and P4 of Team Dodge Virgin Racing. IRS, Team Doritos Mazda. Redline, Team Parliament Mercedes. Olaf, Red Bull, Hyundai. Nick Heathfield of HSBC Mazda. Blue Ghost of HSBC Mazda. Thank you all for watching. It was a pleasure streaming for you. And that's it. See you guys next time.